Hello there, I'm Ben Roberts, Content Director of License Global, and today I am at Brand Licensing Europe with Andrew Carley, Director of Licensing for UK, Europe and Asia. How are you doing, Andrew?
I'm very well, thanks, Ben. Yeah, good to be here again, 2024.
I know, it was last year we sat down and spoke. What's different this year? What are you excited about?
Oh, the growth of Bluey's been astonishing. I think it's fair to say, I don't want to say it's taken us by surprise, but it's taken us by surprise. It has. It's been remarkable.
It's loved by kids and adults. This is like its signature thing. So, I mean, what we're seeing now is this massive growth of love for Bluey through kids and adults. How are you seeing that growing across 2024 and into 25?
I think what we're seeing is what works in Australia, what works in the US, works equally as well in every other territory around the world. And it's about the storytelling. It's universal. It's about families. It confronts some of the challenges that children and adults face in a beautiful way, and I think adults can see that. Children can relate to it. So what works in Australia, what works in the US, works equally well in France, Germany, China.
I've never seen a preschool show subtly, and I agree subtly, show parents who are just after a New Year's Eve party, shall we say. And that is one of the most amazing episodes. But you've got this fantastic streaming power, you've got this fantastic audience growth. What about products and experiences and collaborations? How are you then bringing that growth and popularity to new channels, as it were?
I think that the fundamentals of driving a licensing program in each of the territories remain. We know children want to engage off screen, and the core product they do that with is toy. So we'll drive a toy program in each market to begin with, and then build out from there. What we're seeing with Bluey, because of the demographic and the breadth of audience, i.e. it goes from very young all the way up to adult, and also it is boy and girl. It doesn't skew one way or the other. It is 50-50 boy and girl, both watching and engaging with Bluey off screen. It means we're engaging with companies that you wouldn't normally see in the licensing space. So we're developing partnerships with businesses that you wouldn't normally engage with.
I completely agree with you. I think some of the partnerships that you've created already have that signature to them. So, I mean, for example, the amazing line of toys from Moose Toys, which are just fantastic. And then you've got like things like the Airbnb collaboration. And like, it's got that authenticity, it's got that nice touch to it. But in terms of the partners that you work with, what kind of core goals do you look for when you're kind of bringing more collaborations to the table for Bluey, or any other partnership for that matter?
I think that term you used, partnership, it's used, at times it's often overused, but we do truly want partnerships with the companies we work with. And it's a partnership that brings the BBC, the studio that is Ludo, and the partner together on the basis that we all understand what it is we're trying to achieve here. And it isn't simply about putting a product on shelf and walking away. And to be fair, the industry's moved away from that, but it's about all of us understanding what Bluey's about, what it stands for, how we engage with our audience, and how we earn respect from the audience. And that's not only from the children, but it's also the adults, and also the retailers, and all the other stakeholders.
What other kind of trends do you see defining the brand licensing business and the brand licensing market, maybe through 2025?
People want to experience brands on all sorts of platforms now, and that's both on-screen and off-screen, but join it all together. And I think now we've moved firmly into a place where it isn't just about TV, it isn't just about streaming, it's not just necessarily about TikTok or YouTube, it's everything. Which, in terms of building momentum with the audience, is amazing because you've got so many different channels. At the same time, it can be challenging to cut through because your audience is diluted across all those channels, and all of us are having to think really creatively about how we attract an audience to a specific brand. And in a way, that's a good thing because we all have to think creatively and think more imaginatively. And I think it drives the need for stronger storytelling. And I don't want to come back to Bluey, but I will come back to Bluey. Why is Bluey so successful? It's the storytelling.
That is all we have time for, so thank you, Andrew, so much for that insight. I'm looking forward to more series of Bluey throughout my life because that's not going anywhere, frankly. I think we can all bank on that. In the meantime, thank you very much for watching. We'll be bringing you more news, trend analysis and updates from Brand Licensing Europe. And in the meantime, it starts here. Thank you.